you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries. At St. Joseph Health, our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor. Operating from East Bernstad, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at Seven Earth Movers, LLC.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome back to February's episode of the Jaguar Den. This is Jaelyn Black, joined by Ethan Eversole for tonight's show. We've got a good one for you. Looking ahead, we will hear from the archery head coach and some of the archery athletes, along with the swim team head coach and some of our North Laurel High School swimmers as well.
Yeah, we also got a special guest interview from a former alumni. We'll introduce her when she gets on here in just a few minutes. Who was an outstanding archery alumni for North Laurel, and she's able to join us remotely, and we're very excited to talk to her and just kind of come full circle, Jay, because I think the first Jaguar Den show we done, I believe our guests might have been archery.
Yep, I think you're right.
Bass fishing.
Yeah, because we've definitely done them already once before.
Yeah. So we've been doing the Jaguar Den right at a year now.
That's awesome.
Where we've been able to showcase all of our awesome sports programs all the way through. And it's been a great thing, and especially now where we've got St. Joseph London on board as the primary sponsor for the Jaguar Den, and the Palace is still willing to host us. It's a great setup. Absolutely.
We want to take a minute just to recap kind of some of the things that have happened since we last saw you all here on the show. Boys and girls basketball, are coming close to postseason play, tournament time. Just here recently, North Laurel has played some top teams, Madison Central being one of them. Close game there in the jungle, and it was a battle of, Mr. Kentucky basketball candidates Jake Feldhouse and Reese Davidson. Jags fell short, but really good test before they headed to postseason play. Mm-hmm. And then currently, as we are live right here, they're getting ready to take on the Cardinals of GRC,
who I think traditionally usually is a top 25 opponent. Yep. I'm assuming they probably still are this year. I haven't noticed in the rankings, but GRC always very talented. Coach Josh Cook, ever since they built that new school up there, it seems like GRC has just been a force to be reckoned with in the 10th region. And so the Jags have their hands full tonight. But, it's like you said, you're coming down towards the end. You've lost a couple games here. You've got another tough one tonight before you finish out the regular season on Thursday against Whitley County in the jungle. And, sometimes, Jay, they say you don't like to lose, especially when you're as good as our North Laurel Jaguars are, but sometimes a loss right before postseason is not that bad.
No, sometimes it can be what you need to kind of give you that extra momentum, that extra motivation to be ready when postseason play comes around.
Yep.
On the girls' basketball side of things, the Lady Jags, as well as the boys, finished district play undefeated, so both have secured the number 1 seed for the district tournament. Mm-hmm. Lady Jags picked up a couple of really good wins. They've been on a little bit of a up and down roller coaster, which was to be expected. We knew coming in this year the team was young. That was to be expected. But, man, they're peaking right at the perfect time. Got the revenge win against crosstown rival South Laurel, 51-44. Then picked up a huge win against number 6 in the state, Frederick Douglass, in the Fox 56 home team showcase. And then defeated West Jessamine on their home floor on senior night. And have 2 more games to finish up their regular season, and it's on to district play.
Yeah, and, you mentioned the youth. One thing I'm really so proud of out of those girls is seeing the growth that's took place with them over the season.
Yeah.
And then seeing Haley Combs propel in this last quarter of the season here. She's turned into, she's a point guard and a half right now, and she's leading. She's the senior leader of that crew, and it seems like all things are clicking at the right time for the Lady Jags. Let's just hope that carries over as they start district play next week.
Absolutely. And then indoor track season, I believe, wrapped up this past weekend, and we performed really well. Had a couple people take home, some medals and things there.
Aiden Harris, I know he brought home some hardware. We don't have the specifics on that, but they had a real good indoor track season. That's kind of what they use to prepare for the outdoor season. It's not really a long season. It's kind of the end of December to the first or second week of February, and it just kind of gets them ready. And it's because it's pretty much the same runners that do outdoor, so it just gets them prepared for what's coming in the spring sports, which started up today, actually.
Yeah, start of spring sports. That's baseball, softball, tennis,
outdoor track.
Yes. So that's who we will be highlighting is our baseball team, and you said
bass fishing
in the next episode, which date is to be determined. In the March episode, we haven't been able to.
A lot of it depends on how the state tournament stuff goes. If our girls and boys both make it to the Sweet 16, that ties us up pretty much 2 straight weeks along with the region tournament.
Late March.
It will be late March because if you've got the region tournament the first week, girls Sweet 16 the second week, boys Sweet 16 the third week. And, we're biased, so we believe our boys and girls both will be at Rupp Arena. So we're making plans for that, but we'll just play that by ear, and we'll give you the date of the March episode of the Jaguar Den a little later.
Absolutely. So that was kind of our introduction for this month's show. Before we take one more quick break, just want to highlight the North Laurel High School archery alumnus that we have, coming from, I believe, Bowling Green.
Yeah.
She attends Western Kentucky University, Savannah Philpott. After this break, we will have her on for an interview and hear a little bit about what it was like to be a part of the North Laurel High School archery team and what she's currently doing in her career.
I don't know if we've highlighted, just not to cut you off, but her brother, Zach, just recently signed to play football at the next level. He will be attending Lindsey Wilson to play college football. So
great football player.
Great big things from the Philpott family.
Absolutely. So we'll step aside for a quick break and be right back on the Jaguar Den.
Whether you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries, at St. Joseph Health, our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor Operating from East Bernstead, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at 7 Earth Movers LLC.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to February's episode of the Jaguar Den. We've started kind of this little segment we like to do, and it's where we bring in an alumni from one of the sports teams that we are covering in this month's edition. And so we decided to bring back North Laurel Archery alumni Savannah Philpott and get to interview her today on the show. Hi, Savannah.
Hi, Jaelyn.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so Savannah, we just want to talk to you a little bit about what it was like to play archery for pretty much your whole life. I was thinking earlier today when I was thinking about the questions I was going to ask you, it's officially been 1 decade since you won the national tournament as an 11-year-old. Talk a little bit about just that experience and if that's what made you fall in love with archery.
So I remember like 3rd grade, that's whenever they used to allow, NASP used to allow 3rd graders to shoot archery, and it was at Bush. And they said something about archery tryouts over the intercom one day, and I was like, I'll do basketball, softball, why not archery? Add that to the list. So then I remember trying out. Somehow I made the team. Don't know how that happened. And then shot all through then. And then 5th grade, I'm making it to Worlds. And I really didn't go into it like thinking like big things were going to happen. And then I just was hitting them all in the middle. So I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. But yeah, it was so cool being down there, and it just led to like, I'm like, okay, well, like this is what I'm good at, so I'm just gonna I want to stick to it. And then I started shooting S3DA, and then even gone into some of the USA stuff and ASA, and I think that all kind of came from that.
Yeah, and so I'm not super familiar with archery like I am other sports, but I do know that there is outdoor versus indoor. Did you participate in both events like that?
Yeah. So the one I did like through like North Laurel and stuff, which is NASP, it is all indoor. But then when I got involved with S3DA and the other things, they were like most of them were outdoor, like the 3D animal targets and stuff. But then there were some like the outdoor targets, like you see in the Olympics and stuff.
Yes. That's pretty neat. If I were to shoot archery, I would definitely want to be, shooting at a big plastic deer in the woods or something like that for sure.
That's the fun part.
Tell us a little bit about what it was like at the high school level. If I'm not mistaken, you played under head coach Jason Ivey.
He wasn't there yet when I was there.
Not yet.
Still,
okay.
Yeah, it was my dad, Randy.
Your dad. Okay, I knew he was coaching in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. Him and Whitney Weaver. Can't forget Whitney.
So what was that experience like, coming up to the high school and your dad, he's probably coached you your whole life, so it probably wasn't much of a difference, but just tell us a little bit about that.
I remember like when I first came in, I was nervous, like even though I've been doing it and like shooting up against the older guys and stuff, like everybody, but I was nervous coming in because like I don't know these people because at Bush and even middle school, like I had known these people for so long and it's a whole new team. But I still had to let myself compete, and I did struggle. I will say I did struggle, and like especially with COVID and stuff, shooting with masks, that was a crazy time. But then we just overcome. But it was all exciting. We got into all kinds of stuff and shot in like the state tournament, even out here in Bowling Green. Got my first taste of Bowling Green through KHSA archery. So yeah.
Awesome. So you're currently in your junior year of college, attending Western Kentucky University. Tell us a little bit about why you chose Western and tell everyone what career path you're pursuing.
So originally, like I'm thinking I'm going to shoot archery in college, and then I fell in love with photography and video, and that led me to Western because I did the Governor's School for the Arts where I studied film and photo, and that introduced me to photojournalism here at Western, the program here. And so then I was talking to people and landed an internship here at Western as this student athletics photographer intern. So I'm like, obviously I'm going to go here. So I went here, and I've been an intern for the first 2 years, and now I'm the lead student photographer here. And it's just, I've had the best time. So many cool experiences. I've met so many people. And like, I never would have imagined that I would be here. Like a few years ago, I was shooting a bow, and now I'm shooting photos on a football field. So yeah, it's really cool.
So do you shoot primarily football, or do you also do kind of like photojournalism work for news stories? Or I saw you took some photos in the recent tornado that hit your hometown here in London. Just kind of talk about what you really are mainly focused on shooting.
So you can ask any of my professors or my classmates. I'm not a fan of newspaper stuff at all. The tornado thing, I was trying to put myself out there because I knew I was taught how to do it, and I wanted to like document and show people here that weren't seeing it what it really was like, because that's the whole point really of photojournalism, to put the viewers there. But I'm sports all the way. There for my first 2 years, I was like, football's where it's at. I'm gonna go work in the NFL and all this stuff. But now I'm really leaning towards basketball. But even today I had baseball. I shoot everything, like from track to football. We don't have a swim team, but I do really want to shoot swimming. But yeah, I have to cover it all.
Now, I want to ask, what is probably your favorite or maybe most memorable sporting event that you got the privilege to shoot?
If you would have asked me literally 2 months ago, I probably would have said the famous Toastery Bowl, which was my freshman year. I got a text like a week before asking if I would actually be able to go down and cover it. I had never traveled with football before, anything. I didn't even know how bowl games, the whole situation. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't have any of my own gear that would help. So I borrowed somebody's and went down there, shot it all. And I don't know if you know, but that was like one of the most historical comebacks in WKU history. It was like 23 points or something to come back, and won by the winning field goal. And it was crazy. That was my first season here, so I didn't know what I was doing really. But now I would say it was a New Orleans Bowl, getting to shoot in the Superdome, because I'm a big Eagles fan, and that's where the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. So I was really tickled to get to shoot there. And the first practice we had in there, I remember walking in, I wanted to cry almost, because it was so surreal, just actually being on the field of an NFL stadium. And then I'm so proud of our team and stuff. So it hit me in the heart.
I love it. I just want to ask if there's anything, specifically that you can think of off the top of your head that you learned from shooting archery all those years that you maybe have, used as a life lesson that's helped you later on, or maybe even in your career as a photographer.
Mm-hmm. So some people wouldn't consider archery very athletic, but it's very mental. And Nick Metcalf used to say it was 90% mental, 10% athletic. I can't remember what he said. He'll bring it on to me, but 90% mental. And there is not a day that goes by that I don't run into something and I'm taken back to something I experienced through archery, and I had to learn and get over things mentally, whether it be now in school, even just friendships, day-to-day life. There's so many things I learned from my archery experience, and my teammates and coaches and stuff that I'd have to translate to even photo now, especially it's so mentally draining, but archery was too, but it's worth it. It's worth it all. Absolutely.
And lastly, we'll end of giving your brother a little bit of a shout out. Zachary recently committed to continue his football career at the next level. And you were there to photograph his last ever football game in a North Florida jersey. Just talk about how kind of full circle moment that was for you.
Well, you were there. I always enjoyed shooting next to you. But I remember, because I would have had to be gone at LSU. If they did win that game, I wouldn't have been at the last one. I wanted them to win with everything in me, and I wanted to go shoot them at Kroger Field. But I was like, man, I really don't want to miss his last game. And I was trying not to think about it too much, but weeks prior, I was a mess already. I would just be thinking about it when I'm getting ready, and there's already tears. So then that day, I was locked in, trying not to think about it. And then once I was watching the clock go down, oh my gosh, it's halftime. But it was a close game. I was like, it could be any minute now. And then those last couple of calls you saw, I feel like I can say that. The last couple of calls were not very great.
Yeah.
And that made me even more mad. I'm standing there waiting to get them celebrating or something, and then it wasn't celebration, it was tears, and then I had tears, and it was so sad. But I'm so proud of him, and I hated to see it go out like that. But I cannot wait to see him play at the next level. I've been his number one fan, I feel like, most of his life, and I've been photographing him since he was little, and he was the first thing I photographed, really. So
that's awesome.
It's a big deal.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Savannah, for joining us on the Jaguar Den tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Whether you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries, at St. Joseph Health, Our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor. Operating from East Bernstad, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at Seven Earth Movers, LLC.
Welcome back to the February show of the Jaguar Den, sponsored by St. Joseph Health. We just got to talk to North Laurel Archery alum Savannah Philpott and just about her experience with archery and what she's doing now in her career. Now I'm joined by archery head coach Jason Ivey. Jason, thank you for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having us.
So Ethan and I were talking about in the preview, this is the second time you guys are making an appearance on the Jaguar Den, so that means we've officially surpassed a year of being on the show, and we're glad you guys came back. That means we didn't scare you off the first time.
No, we're glad to be here. It's always a blessing.
Absolutely. Just talk about, when you became the head coach for archery and kind of what motivated you to take over this position.
I've actually been an archery coach here in Laurel County and working on my 10th season. I started at Bush Elementary and then moved up to North Middle with my son and been head coach at the high school now, working on my 3rd season. So,
nice. Absolutely.
Absolutely love it. It's a you got to have a servant's heart to do it. That's for sure.
For sure. Any kind of coaching position, definitely. So I'm assuming you got into archery because of your son, or did you yourself have some prior experience to that?
My only experience as far as archery was just hunting related, but my oldest son, Isaac, which actually graduated 2 years ago, he got into it, started shooting, and actually at that time they could start in 3rd grade. He started shooting in 3rd grade, and I thought, well, if my son's going to do this, I might as well just learn to do it and get my certification and coach with him, and it's been a family affair. Now he is doing his student teaching at North Middle and going to soon be a teacher there, and he's coaching the middle school. My wife's got her certification. She's helping me coach, and it's just always been a family affair. That's
a full circle moment, ain't it? It is. Getting everyone involved. All right, talk to me a little bit about, what your team's been able to accomplish so far this season and kind of how the season has progressed from the start till now.
This season has been one. It's been a tough one. There's several schools in Laurel County didn't have an ASS team this year, so we kind of run a little short on tournaments. So we've, trying to host as many tournaments as we can so the archers can shoot. But I'm blessed to be able to say that this is by far one of the best years we've had for archery. Our high school team is ranked, with this last weekend's rankings come out, we've dropped to 11th in the state, but we're only 89 points out of 1st place going into the state tournament. And our middle school team is actually sitting in 4th in the state. We're only 37 points out of 1st place. So, and best of all, we're undefeated this year. So
nice.
We've not been beat. So.
That's awesome. So how do they do, rankings? You mentioned you dropped to 11th. Is it based on, like individuals? They add up the team's points. Kind of explain how that works.
Well, in archery, which I've got 82 archers between the middle and high school, but 24 archers make up one team. I have 2 teams at each school. Out of those 24 archers, they take the scores of the top 12, and 4 of those top 12 have to be females. So of those top 12 scores, it is statewide. So when I say the high school is ranked 11th, that's out of 187 high schools.
Wow.
In middle school, that's fourth out of 200 middle schools. So
that really puts it into perspective, then, don't it? You mentioned you had over 40 people between. Is that higher for numbers? Is that more than what you've been used to in the last few seasons?
Last year was the biggest we kept. The scores were so tight at tryouts, I just couldn't turn kids away for 1 or 2 points. So we kept 40. And this year we actually had 2 archers, returning archers on the middle school and high school team who were injured at the time. So I told them we would hold a spot and they could do their tryouts at a later date. Thankfully, the one high schooler did get to come back, but the middle schooler was not able to overcome his injuries as of yet, so he's not got to come back yet.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Well, that leads me to my next question. As a coach, just kind of give some advice if there's a younger kid who's thinking about pursuing archery as a career. What is some advice you would tell them if that's something they're interested in?
Archery is unlike any other sport out there. Yes, it takes some physical ability to be able to pull that bow back, but the bows we shoot in NAS at maxed out's 25 pounds. So typically anybody can do it. But the main thing to remember is it is all mental. You have to be mentally focused and tough. It's the same basketball, football. They've got to be some mental focus there that goes into it. But it's with archery, it's a numbers game. Everything, I mean, you're literally centimeters from being the top shot or at the bottom of the list. That 10 ring is only about 3 centimeters big, so it's really tough to get in there. So.
And as a coach, how do you kind of encourage your players throughout the season, and what advice do you give them to help them improve their scores and get better?
Every time we go to a tournament, which I talk to my parents ahead of time, they all know I'm a pastor first and foremost, and pray with them before the shoot for their safety, for God to watch over them, keep them safe, and to help them stay focused.
Absolutely.
But I always try to remind them, in everything they do, they're representing God first and foremost, but they're representing their family and they're representing their school. Every time they put this jersey on, it'll be a proud moment because they were archers that didn't make this team. That's how good that they are. And try to build that encouragement into them and just knowing that they can count on themselves and to know that I'm always there and the other coach are always there. We've got their back. We're going to take care of them. We're going to protect them. We're going to help them. But if they'll put that mental attitude out there and they'll strive to do it, our archers that excel, we've got 2 seniors here tonight that you're going to be interviewing here in just a minute. One has been my top female archer her entire high school career. Even to this year, her senior year. The other one is excelled in everything that she has done, even to other types of archery, and it's because they hold that mental game together. They focus and they practice outside of school. They shoot at home too, and that's how they're able to do it.
Absolutely. So you mentioned state tournament coming up. When does that take place?
We're shooting at 4:00 on March the 13th up at in Louisville at the State Fair Convention Center. So we're excited about that. It's always a wonderful time. Unfortunately, I can only take my top 24. I can't take everybody because there's just not room. But I'm really looking forward to them going up there and making a good showing of it this year. So we've got a better chance of at least podium, if not winning state this year, than we've ever had.
How many total seniors do you think you have on the team?
I had 5 to start with, and 1 senior transferred out, so I'm down to 4 seniors.
Down to 4. What kind of pre-game speech, pre-shoot speech do you give them, knowing this could be their last showing in a North Laurel jersey?
We honestly don't talk about it before the tournaments. They get so emotional, thinking this
is emotional.
My last of first times, my last chance to come, and. Every year at the state tournament, my seniors, they always want to gather around, take pictures, and we try not to even talk about it before they shoot because they do get so emotional. Yeah. Because this is something most of them has done since they was in 4th grade. This has been their life. They love it. It's where they've met most of their friends. So after the tournament, we kind of give a shakedown on it, and we have our pictures, we have our tears and our hugs, and but before the tournament, we just try to keep them focused on that aim point, on that target. So
absolutely. Well, Coach Ivy, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was nice getting to talk to you.
Jaelyn, it's always a blessing. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. So we'll step aside for one more quick break, and then we will hear from 2 of our senior North Laurel archers here on the Jaguar Den.
Whether you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries, at St. Joseph Health, our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 $60,000. Square feet of fun and games. 18 bowling lanes. The largest arcade in town. An indoor go-kart track. A full-service snack bar. And now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor. Operating from East Bernstad, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at Seven Earth Movers, LLC.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Den presented by St. Joseph Health. I just finished interviewing archery head coach Jason Ivey, and now I'm joined now by two of his senior archers, Addison Metcalf and Sarah Martin. Girls, thank you so much for joining me here tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So first things first, I just want to get to know a little bit about how you guys got your start with archery. So if you each want to just take turns tell me about, when you first began shooting and kind of how you fell in love with it.
You want to go first? Okay, sure. Okay, so my parents actually met through archery. So, they went on dates at archery tournaments.
Awesome.
Papa shot. So, I've been shooting since I could really pick up a bow. So, my dad coached Bush Elementary since I was in kindergarten. And then once I got up into third grade, that's when I started shooting.
Awesome.
I was on the first NASP team at campground. I started out there, and I've just stuck with it.
I tried out for archery myself. I believe at this point in third grade, this was when third graders were allowed to try out, and didn't make the team because I wasn't even able to pull the bow back from the lowest point. So at that point, I was kind of defeated. I was like, okay, this ain't for me then. But just talk about what it's been like playing under Coach Ivey. You're both seniors. You're coming up, on your final moments playing archery for North Laurel. Talk about Coach Ivey and just kind of the impact he's had on you all.
I first met Coach Ivey through S30A, and when I got in high school, he became the NAS coach and everything like that. He has done a lot for me. He has coached me through ups and downs. He's always gave me inspiration. He has always been there when I needed him most.
That's awesome.
Yeah, same for me. We met Jason and their whole family through S30A, and then him and my dad have coached since once we got in high school, I think it was. But Coach Ivey, he's always there. He builds us up before tournaments and makes sure that we know someone is there to support us.
Absolutely. And as two seniors, who have played archery your entire life, what would be some advice that you guys would give to maybe another elementary kid who is thinking about doing archery and interested in the sport?
Listen when you're coached. Even if you don't think that it's best for you, always listen and try it, because in the end, it may be the best thing that happened to you.
I like that.
I'd say to always focus on the next arrow, because archery it's all mental. It's so much pressure, and a lot of people, especially myself, I put so much pressure on myself. And I just say to try to enjoy it and keep your love for the sport alive, and you always have that next shot.
Awesome. And that led me right into my next question was, how do you each handle the pressure of competition? Because Coach Ivey talked about it. You just mentioned it. It's 90% mental. It's all about how well, how strong you are mentally and how much you can handle the pressure. Is there any kind of routines you all go through that helps ease your mind?
I always just tell myself that even if I don't do good at this one, there's always the next one.
Yep.
So there's no point in putting too much pressure on myself, even though I still do it.
Yeah. We're human.
Yes. But I always just focus on what I can do to improve myself.
Awesome.
Yeah, for me at competitions, I will say, if you've watched me shoot, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I don't know. What I do is I try to remind myself that it's just a sport. Like I'm here to do what I love, and then just competition pressure. It's just something I'm always gonna have. So you kind of just have to embrace it.
I like that, just embracing it. I've dealt with that. Any athlete, experiences kind of the nervousness, the pressure to kind of live up to expectations, and it is hard to work through. But I promise, learning that now will help you guys later on in life. I've already experienced moments in life that have nothing to do with sports where I'm feeling pressure, and I can look back on my time as an athlete and think, wow, that's really helped prepare me. So it's good. Talk about any kind of like superstitions you all may have. Is there a specific meal you like to eat before a shoot, or maybe a song you like to listen to? Anything?
Okay, for me, I got so many.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so song wise, it kind of just depends on what I'm like feeling.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times, especially one time when I won state, I believe I was singing. Okay, don't go here, but it was Seven Summers by Morgan Wallen because we had just listened
Good
to
song.
it, and like I just kept replaying that, and that kept me focused on that instead of the pressure. And then also, I mean, when I get up on the line, if my feet don't feel right, I'll sit there and I'll shuffle around till like it feels right. Then if my arrow don't knock right, I'm re-knocking it. If like my fingers, I draw it back and it ain't right, I'm letting it down. It can't go away. I have so many. Just anything that comes to me. If my fingers feel weird, I gotta like reset.
Sometimes you have to trick your mind into making it feel comfortable.
Now and then during tournaments, like before them, if I've listened to a song and the lyrics are stuck in my head or somebody was singing it beforehand, then it just keeps on replaying in my head the whole entire time. As for like shooting wise, if my release or if my fingers don't feel right, I always have to make sure that something feels right in my hand and before I shoot. And if not, then I'll sit there for at least 5-10 minutes, 5-10 seconds trying to fix it.
I have a question for you all. So in baseball, there's this thing called the yips, and it's when a pitcher or a catcher, mainly in catchers, when they're throwing the pitch back, it's like a mental block. They'll throw it short or they'll throw it over the pitcher's head. Have you guys ever experienced anything like that where, you're getting ready to shoot and you draw back and there's just kind of like this mental block that's preventing your body, from competing? I'm just curious. I have no idea if that's a real thing in archery, but I am just curious.
Yeah, well, I kind of got it right now a little bit. Just a little bit. We call it target panic. I kind of got it last year through compound archery. And so, like, I'm aiming towards, like, once I get on the target, it's over. Like, in competition, a lot of times, especially this weekend, I was just talking, like, if I get on the target, it's gone. Like, I'm letting it go.
Yeah.
NASP is more, I struggle to kind of get on my aim point. So it's like, obviously, if I get on my aim point, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
But then I can't get there, and it's just, like, I have to reset.
Yeah.
It was about 3 years ago that I went through it. I think my freshman year that I went through it. It was a long journey to overcome it. It started in NASP, and it started with me kind of like twitching, moving, and I would have to reset the whole entire shot. And I still have it in NASP time to time, and S38, I've maintained it for the most part.
So you guys have mentioned NASP and SD38, 3DA, right? Okay. Explain to people listening and even to me what the difference is between those two. Or is it like two different types of competitions or like two different types of leagues? Like kind of explain, the difference between those two.
So it's like there's several leagues in archery. So NASP is 10 and 15 meters, and you just shoot the one bow. Everybody shoots the same bow, same arrows, same target, everything. In S30A, it is you can shoot a Genesis bow, like the NASP bow, but you can pretty much shoot any bow you want to. There's several categories that you can shoot in, age groups, and then you have a choice between a 1-spot target and a 5-spot target. So it's like, and then 4 people shoot on a target, not just 2. It's kind of like a whole shift. It's a lot more dynamic.
Gotcha. And so Coach Ivy was telling me that you just recently won the S3DA Indoor State Championship. So we just want to congratulate you. What was that experience like?
Honestly, it was really nice to achieve that because, I mean, any archer in S38 dreams to do that. and it was just kind of a relaxed weekend. And
Really?
I think that's why I did so well, is because I was just really relaxed during it.
Was there any point during the shoot where you were like, oh man, I feel good, like I could do something big today?
Yeah, like in indoor, after you get past, like, it's different for different archers, but after I get past like the first 2 practice rounds and then the first scoring round, then I feel pretty good. And then after you get to about the 3rd end and you haven't dropped an X yet, it's like, okay, this is going good. I can maintain this.
That's awesome. And my next question, well, I got 2 more. We'll end with first, are you guys looking to continue your career? I know you were going to commit to Midway.
Yes.
On pretty much a full athletic scholarship for archery. Do you have any plans? Are you kind of feeling it out, seeing if there's anything if you want to continue playing archery?
So a lot of the colleges I'm looking at they don't have an archery program, but I would like to continue shooting ASA tournaments and
Cool.
which are national. It's like a national league, and then TSO as well. So it's kind of another national league.
Okay,
I'll do
that's
as much
cool.
as I can.
So you still want to be involved with archery?
Yeah.
Even if you can't do it at your college?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's something I never thought about, with certain colleges not having, archery programs. I'm sure that's due to funding that other sports get, but that would be kind of something cool and something I'm kind of interested in researching a little bit about. But talk about how you came across Midway and just your next opportunity there.
So when I first got in high school, actually when I started archery, I knew that I wanted to continue archery throughout like my college career and probably even beyond that.
Yeah.
And then I just started looking around at a couple of colleges, and the coach at Midway we've known for quite a while now, and we got talking, and I gave him like an amount that I would be looking at to continue to shoot for his team, and he offered it.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. That's like a lifelong dream kind of coming to a close there. That's awesome. And lastly, I like to end off with a really fun question. Favorite archery memory? It could be an overnight trip or just a funny moment at practice or just something that, you think you'll remember for the rest of your life.
You want to go first?
Going to Foley every year. It's an ASA tournament. We actually go this week. I leave on Wednesday to go to Foley, but every year in Foley, there's like this opportunity for people that like don't really usually shoot good, because everybody is just coming out of a certain season and going straight into outdoor, and a lot of people is unprepared for it. So anything can happen.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, mine's a little bit less serious. Okay, it's fine. It's more back when in like elementary school, and we take the whole team. We're going, and we went to, I don't remember what hotel it was, but they had a water park.
Ooh.
And that was pretty good. That was still my favorite one, I think.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Addison. Thank you, Sarah, for joining me tonight on the show. We'll step aside for a quick break, and then we will hear from head swim coach Amber Murray here on the Jaguar Den.
Whether you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries, at St. Joseph Health, our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9. with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor. Operating from East Bernstead, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at Seven Earth Movers, LLC.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Den presented by St. Joseph Health. We just finished talking to head coach Jason Ivey of the archery team and two of our senior archers, Sarah Martin and Addison Metcalf, joined now by the swim head coach, Amber Murray. Amber, thank you for joining me tonight on the show.
Absolutely.
All right, so just want to ask you a few questions just to get to know about your all's team and kind of how they competed this season. You just wrapped up your season. Talk a little bit about the improvement in your swimmers from the start to the end.
Our swimmers improved dramatically. I mean, we had lots of personal bests throughout the entire year, and we've had lots of people. This year, we had actually 3 individual qualifiers that went on to perform at the semi-state, which is probably the most that North Laurel has ever sent as far as the number of individual events.
Awesome.
We took 3 as well last year, but this year we had 1 swimmer that qualified in an extra individual event. So there were 4 individual events altogether, but they all did amazing. I was very proud of each and every one of them, and I hope to see them all back next year because honestly, we only had 2 seniors. So we'll come back again next year and hopefully be strong and hopefully have some new swimmers join us.
Absolutely. How many years have you been coaching swim?
I've been on as head coach for 3 years. I've been on as an assistant coach for 1 year. And before that, I did a little officiating for the high school programs and summer programs. So
awesome. Talk a little bit as a coach, what qualities you're looking for in your swimmers, leadership wise, kind of how that comes into play in a sport like swim, where it's not on a court, you're underwater, you can't really communicate during the race. Just tell me a little bit about what leadership looks like on your team.
It definitely takes a whole lot of leadership from the swimmers being able to go out and, demonstrate the strokes the correct way to perform the strokes, because we have a very young swim group usually that comes in, because we have a lot of people that come in from summer swim, but yet there's a lot of people that want to try a new sport and they think that this sport is going to be easy, and they find out quickly that it's not as easy as they think it's going to be. But yeah, we have a lot of leaders that are willing to step up and a lot of people that are like all hands on deck.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome. Tell everyone just what a typical week of practice would look like for you all as a team. Obviously it's not easy to access a pool.
No,
we know that unions, shut down. Just tell everyone where you practice now and kind of how many times a week during the peak of your all season are you guys getting in the pool?
Well, honestly, we're only able to get in the pool about twice a week. We practice at the Corbin City pool. So our swimmers go down there and we practice from usually around 4:30 until about 6 o'clock, sometimes 6:30, depending on what part of the season it is. But other than that, they usually do like a dry land day where they're doing like a CrossFit hard charger. So they're doing that as well. We do a little bit of weight room. We did last year more than this year because we turned it over more to hard charger.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about how, as a coach, you help your swimmers improve their times and kind of ways you guys work on conditioning and things like that before the season.
Throughout the beginning of the season, we actually start practices in October, and our first meet is in November. So we roughly have about 1 month before we can actually get in the pool to perform. So before the season actually gets to start, we try to practice as much on dry land, being able to work on just strength, conditioning, different techniques as much out of the pool. But once we get in the water, we're able to work on perfecting those strokes, trying to perform, learning to dive off the blocks, learning to come in and have good breakouts, being able to come in and touch the wall. We work on flip turns. It's a lot of small techniques that make a big difference.
And that's what when I look at these videos that, moms are posting on Facebook and stuff, I know for a fact I couldn't do it. I don't think people, like you mentioned, realize just how difficult of a sport it is. You have to be really poised mentally and able, to work through challenges and obstacles. So talk a little bit about your all's performance in region and semi-state. That your all season just ended a couple days ago, not too long ago. So kind of hype up your swim team for us. Talk about the people and their results in the region and semi-state.
Yeah. Our girls team actually came in 6th out of 15. Our boys team actually came in 9 out of 17. So, we had a lot of strong swimmers that came and performed. I think overall we only have 11 girls. So we have a pretty small girls team and definitely only about 6 boys for our boys team. So it makes it tough to be able to rank very high as far as a team. But our individual qualifiers, they all did great. They came in. We had, for the boys, we had Boston Rupert, who qualified this year to go into the 200 freestyle for semi-state and move on. And we also had Cameron Wagovich in the 100 breaststroke. He moved on as well. And then our girls, we had a lot of strong shows. Jaelyn Harris came in. She medaled. She did really well in her backstroke. She did really well in her butterfly. Avery Murray, she qualified in both the 50 freestyle and the 100 freestyle to move on to the semi-state. So that was pretty awesome. And we're actually moving on. She's able to move on from the semi-state into the state final round this Saturday at the University of Kentucky. So,
awesome. That's pretty neat. Has she ever made it that far?
She made it last year in the 50 freestyle as well, but this year she goes in and she's got a better time. So we're hoping that she'll be able to continue to drop some time. But yeah, we had a lot of just really good swimmers. We had 2 seniors this year, Noah Blake Elza and Kaden Feltner. So
yes.
They both have done really well. Kaden has swam for several years. Noah Blake just kind of came back toward the end of the year. He said he missed swimming because he hadn't swam in a long time, and he came back and performed in a couple of relays and did really well. And Kaden did really well as well because he has made a lot of improvements over the years.
Awesome. Well, we want to wish you and Avery good luck heading into her performance there at state. And thank you, Amber, so much for joining us on the show tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
All right. That was Amber Murray, swim head coach. We'll step aside and come back and hear from 2 swim athletes here on the Jaguar Den.
Whether you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries, at St. Joseph Health, our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor Operating from East Bernstead, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at 7 Earth Movers LLC.
Welcome back, everyone, to the February episode of the Jaguar Den. We just finished interviewing head coach Amber Murray of the North Laurel High School swim team, and now we are joined by sophomore Cameron Wagovich and junior Avery Murray joining us here. Guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to come here tonight.
You're welcome.
All right, so we'll just want to start off a little bit, just getting to know you all and kind of your journey with swim. When did you guys begin swimming for the first time, and kind of what made you fall in love with the sport?
I started swimming when I was 4 years old with the Crooked Creek Crocs.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah, a lot of Laurel County did that
Mhm.
anyways, but
Yep.
now it's just split up into multiple teams, and I'm swimming with we are swimming with the Barracudas right now. Yeah, and since Union got shut down, we couldn't really swim with that team, so now we're swimming with Swimchester Sailfish and Berea.
Okay, cool. Was there a specific time or like age that you can remember that you kind of like fell in love with it and was like, I really enjoyed doing this? Or is it kind of something that your mom just like threw you in from a small age? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's relatable.
I started when I was 12. I started much later than most people do, but I fell in love with it when I saw it was Avery and Cairo when they were both doing it, and I started becoming friends with Cairo Lewis when she used to swim, and I just decided to hop in and see how it was, and it seemed pretty fun. So
And you ended up being pretty good at it for someone who started later than the most. That's awesome. So talk to me a little bit about just the sport of swim and just each like reason why you guys love it. Just give me a reason that you think it's better than any other sport.
It truly just gives you such a good workout, and it it just helps with any other thing that you need to do.
Yeah.
Like any other sport, like where I used to cheer,
Mhm.
it definitely helped with that.
I would agree. I would say it's like a full body workout, and like it just uses so many muscles, and I feel like it's a very technique thing that you have to just get it down, or it's not good.
Yeah. And that leads into my next question. Just talk about what it's like to practice for the sport of swimming and kind of how you get, your muscles in your body and condition before the season starts.
Well, we go to a Winchester practice, and it starts at 7:30 in the morning.
Woo.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I dread it all the time. And then we have a dry land practice after that. And then we practice all through the week.
What's a dry land practice? Give me just some examples of, like the workout you'd be doing. Is there running? Do you have to run?
Not very
really.
often.
Is it more like cardio, like jumping
Yeah.
jacks, burpees,
Yeah.
push-ups, all that stuff? Yeah, that doesn't interest me very much.
No.
Talk a little bit about what this season was like for you all, and were there any specific, I don't know what you guys call it, categories that you all improved your time in from the start to now?
I definitely did do really good in the 50 freestyle.
And that's what you have been competing on and on all the way to state in, correct?
Yeah, I've done it since 7th grade, the same event. I tied for 5th place, a 3-way tie with.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. And I've got 2 records from state. It was really good.
Nice. School records, right? That's awesome.
I also have 2 school records. One's in a relay
Nice.
and one's in the 500 free.
Was that last year when you all set the relay record?
Yeah, and
That's
this year was
what-
my 500 free record.
Nice. Just
Sorry.
explain for all the viewers who don't know much about swim. Explain what the freestyle is.
It's a very
You have to be good at it.
Yeah,
it's like a really, it's mostly a sprint stroke for the. I mean, it's either really, but like.
Is so
I don't
like
know.
freestyle, you can choose what stroke you want to do, correct?
Yeah,
But it's more-
Most people do. Yeah.
I'm a
okay.
breaststroker, so that's what I
Mhm.
normally do, and it's a very technique
Yeah.
thing. And like the freestyle is more of like a thing where you're just going for speed and strength.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll end on one fun question. I just like to hear some of people's favorite memories from their sport. So it can be from when you were little swimming at Crooked Creek, or it can be from, this past season if you guys, had an overnight trip, just something fun that kind of stands out.
We had a really fun overnight trip to state this year, and we brought Jaelyn Harris along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was just so fun because we had Boston there. Except he was at a choir concert.
Was that an all-state choir concert?
So he wasn't there with us, but then we made it up the day after.
Gotcha.
I think when we swim on our summer team, I think that's when I have the most fun. It's a very fun team to be around, and I get to see a lot of the same people I swim with at North. So
awesome. Well, Cameron, Avery, thank you all so much for joining me on the show tonight. We will step aside for one more quick break and then come back and close out the show for you here on the Jaguar Den.
Whether you're seeking relief from joint pain or sports injuries, at St. Joseph Health, our team of experienced orthopedic specialists is dedicated to helping you regain mobility and improve your quality of life. From advanced diagnostics to cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitative therapies, we offer a full spectrum of services aimed at restoring function and promoting healing. St. Joseph Health is also a proud supporter of North Laurel Athletics. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. Hey everyone, join Heaven's Hour with Elijah Jervis, Ethan Eversole, Jonathan Gibson, and J.J. Combs each Saturday at 9 a.m. on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London, and on Facebook and YouTube, where we break down the Word and bring it to life for you with Bible-based preaching and teaching for this generation. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Heaven's Hour each Saturday at 9, with an encore presentation at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights on 98.5 WJTE, The Light of London. Seven Earth Movers is a southern Kentucky-based earth-moving contractor. Operating from East Bernstead, Kentucky, the Elza family has built a solid reputation in moving dirt and construction and an equal track record when it comes to cheering on the Jaguars. Go North Laurel. Let's have another terrific season. From everyone at Seven Earth Movers, LLC.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Den. This is Jaelyn Black and Ethan Eversole here to close out the February show. And it's been an exciting one. Got to hear from head coach Jason Ivey with the archery team and senior archers Addison Metcalf and Sarah Martin. And then got to hear from swim head coach Amber Murray and sophomore Cameron Wagovich and junior Avery Murray, who is heading on to compete at state. So we want to wish her the best of luck. She competes at the University of Kentucky.
Yes, big things. I got to do nothing but brag on Amber Murray and what she's done with the swim program. And, because swim, when it started, there is no pool in Laurel County. So they have to travel to be able to just practice. They have to go to Corbin to practice. And it's very unfortunate. I've worked like as much as I can to try to find some way of getting some pool here for them. And it's not an easy deal just to build a pool, and it's
or keep up with it.
Have the upkeep, yeah. So it's one of them things where they do such a good job with what they have, and just to send, Avery's an exceptional talent and as good of a swimmer as she is, she's just as good of a cheerleader. Her tumbling and everything she does, she's just an all-around unreal athlete. So it's no shock to see her go to that to get to perform at UK in the state tournament for swim. Can't wait to go watch her. We went and watched her last year. She performed in the same event last year. Hopefully get to have a little bit of a better outcome this year when she goes back. Can't wait to go watch her for that. But just commend her and Coach Murray and everything they've done with the swim program. Jason Ivey is just an exceptional human being. I love Coach Ivey. One of my favorite coaches to work with. He's a man of God, and he's just somebody that is a pleasure to be around. And what he's done with the archery program and how he is with those archers, I can't speak enough about him. One thing we're blessed with at North Laurel, and that's good coaches. Mm-hmm. I've been around and I work with every one of them personally, and we're blessed with some of the best here at North Laurel, and it's awesome to have the Jaguar Den to be able to highlight teams like the archery and the swim team. They don't get the crowds, they don't get the big venues, but they excel.
They're just as successful,
and their success is just as high as anything else. And we're just so proud of them, and we're glad that we're able to highlight them here today.
Absolutely. So, wrapping things up, once again, want to thank St. Joseph Health for being the main sponsor here of the Jaguar Den show. And we don't have a date set just yet for the March show, but we do know it's going to be the baseball team and the bass fishing team joining us on the show. So, looking forward to that one. As you mentioned, today started the spring season, so both those teams, are getting ready to start their season off and
started practicing today. Well, bass fishing is kind of a year-round deal.
Yeah.
KHSA, their competitions compete in the spring, so they're technically considered a spring sport. But they do like local tournaments and different things in the fall. They took a little break here, and they're getting ready to start back up with spring. So we can't wait to have them on. Coach Jonathan Sizemore's done a great job in his 2 years as the head coach of the swim program. And then it'll be interesting to have the baseball team and Coach McCorder, because this is his last hurrah.
Oh, official?
Yes, official. He is retiring. This will be his last year at the helm of North Laurel baseball after he's been the head coach since, I believe, 2001.
I was going to say since the dang school was built.
It's been a long tenure for that man, and we can't wait to give him a farewell season and give him what he deserves. He's been around and done big things for North Laurel baseball, and so we can't wait to have him on. And a few reminders before we close out: district tournaments start for basketball next week at Clay County High School. I do have those brackets here. I'll pull them up and kind of just give you the opening day game times here for our boys and girls basketball teams. On the girls' side, North will play. They're the 1 seed. They'll play 4 seed Oneida Baptist on February 24th at 6 o'clock p.m. And then if they win that, they'll be in the championship on the 27th at 6:30. Both of those games at Clay County High School. The boys' side, their first round game will be taking on the winner of Redbird and Oneida at 7:30 on the 24th. So our girls and boys will both play on the 24th. You can come out, watch both of them that night. And then they're separating the finals this year. The boys' final will be on the 26th at 6:30. And so that's the district tournament. The week after that will be the region tournament at the arena, as per usual. We'll have more info about that once we figure out the days that we're playing and different things like that. But you can check all that out here in the coming weeks. And then, like me and Jay already mentioned, best time, one of the best times in Kentucky is it's March Madness.
Great memories.
I know you spent many a time at the Sweet 16.
I ain't missed one.
You've been there plenty of times.
I'm 20 years old, and my very first Sweet 16, I was 3 months old in a little kangaroo pouch, sleeping through all the games, and I've not missed one since. It's probably my most impressive record I've held, and I'm going to keep trying to hold on to.
Yeah, so we got that coming up. It's the best time in Kentucky. I love taking EJ. I said, you kind of what you and your dad have done. Elijah and Kip have done it every year. That's what I've wanted to do with EJ. Is every year we're going to go to the Sweet 16. Yeah, I know, but it's kind of the dad and son thing.
Do I look like a son?
I know that, Jay. I'm not saying it's wrong either way, but that was just one thing I always said with EJ, and of course Evie's going to go too.
Noah, I can say the last one Noah attended. I think when Reed Shepard was in the building.
Well, I'm not trying to say it's just a discrimination thing. I'm just saying that's one thing when AJ was born, I said, because I always envied her what Kip and Elijah had. That was something they always had, and I was like, that's awesome. Me and my dad went to a few growing up. But that's something I've always wanted to do with EJ. So that time's coming. That'll be in March. And I just want to give you the opening days here for our baseball, softball, and I don't have the track schedule full just yet, but I do have baseball and softball. That'll be starting up second week of March. I think there's scrimmages going on actually the week of the region tournament, where the baseball team will scrimmage Danville on the 13th. That is at Danville. That'll be their first scrimmage. No, I think actually let me back up. The 7th is the first scrimmage for the baseball team. They take on Scott County at home. So you'll be able to check that out from 12 to 3. You'll be able to watch the baseball team in their first scrimmage, and they do have one the following Saturday at Danville. And then also our softball team, their home opener, I think they have some scrimmages. I don't have them in the calendar, but the home opener will be The following week, where they will take on, I don't want to get it wrong. They will take on, it's a Saturday, the 21st. There'll be a triangle with Hazard and Clinton County. So things coming up there. And our tennis team, their first match will be, I just put all that in today. Tennis will play Barberville on Tuesday, March the 10th, starting at 5 o'clock at the Jungle. So
will the hot dog stand be there?
The hot dog guy will be there if he can. If not, we will try to make sure that Dairy Dart or somebody can come and take care of concessions at the tennis matches. We do also host the softball and baseball district tournament this year, and we host the baseball region tournament this year. So a lot going on in the spring. Everything, all that's starting up as basketball and all of our winter sports are starting to close.
Absolutely. So wrapping up another great show of the Jaguar Den. We mentioned earlier on in the show, just kind of want to go over it again. This has been officially a year of us putting on this show once a month, and I think it's been nothing but a hit. I have people all the time, thanking us for doing this, and we enjoy doing it just as much as they do. It's just really cool for someone like me to kind of open my mind and hear about other sports and kind of help share the stories of some other athletes and what they're doing in their careers.
And I love that we bring alumni.
Yeah.
Bringing back that piece like we did with Adam Sizemore last month, we did with Savannah this month.
Yep.
And, we didn't get to have them on, but the highlight video with Chloe and Emily and all of the stuff we've done with the alumni, you being an alumni, getting to interview them.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's an awesome deal. And we're going to keep trying to do little things to make the show like that better. And obviously, like you said, we have now officially had all of our sports teams on the Jaguar Den throughout the year as we've restarted. Archery was the first one we had on when Jaguar Den started. So
yeah. And just want to talk about Savannah for a second again. She is awesome, and she's up to big things. She travels, with the football team at Western Kentucky and went to their bowl game in New Orleans a couple months ago. But check out her work. She's doing awesome things in her junior year at Western Kentucky. And she's got big things ahead of her in her career in sports photography. And not to mention, she's an awesome person.
Yes.
Got the chance to kind of reconnect with her at a couple football games this season on the sidelines. And just an outstanding person, and glad we got to highlight her tonight as an alumni.
Get to highlight Jaelyn a little bit too. She might be a little embarrassed for me saying it, but she just got a job with the SEC Network, doing some production and different things for them. So big, talk about alumni doing big things. The voice of the Jaguars here for Jaguar basketball, and the Jaguar Den is doing big things as well. So congratulations to you. That's a big thing.
Thanks. And none of it would be possible without this bald head sitting next to me.
Bald-headed
Ethan
AD.
Eversole, he's the one that's helped me get all this up and going, and continues to help me stay on top of things and helps run and put things together for us. And he's a big part of it behind the scenes. He won't take much credit for it, but wouldn't be where I am in my career if it wasn't for the help of him and obviously my dad, which he gets his flowers all the time. So we'll save that for later. But
yeah. And I have big shoes to fill tonight. I every time I have to fill in, I have to fill in for the former boss man. And that's big shoes to fill. So I can't wait for he never misses, even though he's refereeing basketball tonight. But he'll go back and watch.
He'll watch it.
Oh, yeah. He'll watch because he'll send us quotes of what we said wrong and what we need to do.
Yeah.
He's the best critique we've got.
He is. Golly, he is. All right. That's going to do it for this month's episode. We appreciate you all tuning in and appreciate St. Joseph Health for being the main sponsor. And as always, go Jags.
Whether you're seeking relief from